So you think you're going to listen to regular terrestrial radio today and find some good new rock and roll? Good luck. It's not going to happen, folks. Hi, this is Matthew Street, and welcome to my channel, folks. I have tried, and what I learned is that the old glory days of putting on the old FM radio or the old AM radio and hearing some great new rock and roll and pop music is long gone, okay? Not going to happen because the big conglomerates like iHeartMedia has bought up all the radio stations all across the universe, and they just have the same set playlist over and over and over again, the same 200 songs, and that's all you're going to hear. You're never going to hear anything cool. Well, unless you hunt a little bit, and you have to go to places like Little Steven's Underground Garage or Stevie's Coolest Songs in the World on Sirius XM, and there's other great stations on Sirius XM where they play some good music, folks. Not the same 150 songs over and over again. So anyway, getting back on track here. Back in 2021, I'm listening to Little Steven's Underground Garage, and a song comes on that just floored me, folks. Floored me, okay? Knocked my socks off. And I said, what is that song? It's retro, yet it's modern. It's rock and roll, but it's a little pop and a little power pop, but it's got all the elements I love. It's there. It's vintage, but it's new. It's fresh. It's exciting. And that song was on this EP right here by the Shang Hi Los. This EP is called Kick It Like a Wicked Bad Habit. I love that title. And folks, you know, there may only be 5 songs on here, but they are 5 of the greatest pop songs, rock, power pop, call it rock and roll, whatever you want, that I have ever heard in the last 20 years. And that song was called Sway Little Player. First song, see it right? You can freeze. First top song there, but all the other 4, see the other 4? They're all A songs, folks, A songs. But Sway Little Player was on Little Steven's Underground Garage, and it blew me away. I was knocked down, and I was out for the count. And I said, who is that band? Where are they from? Do they have albums? Do they have more music? I need. I know I'm a little hyper today, folks. Bear with me. You know, it's fun, right? I get a little hyped up. Anyway, so I find out the band's called the Shang Hi Los, that this is the EP, and I ordered it right away. And then I find out they're from my home area. The Shang Hi Los are a Boston-based rock and roll band. Now, they consist of Jen D'Angora on vocals and guitar, Dan Kopko on vocals, guitar, and keys. You got Lee Harrington on bass. I believe he used to be with The Replacements, another famous local Boston band, and Chuck Ferreira on drums and percussion, and they are fantastic. They formed in 2019, and I guess the way you could describe the Shang Hi Los is punk rock, a little power pop, a little new wave, a little Western cowboy rock, but it's all rock and roll. And I was so excited, folks, to learn that this had just come out and I could be part of it, and I jumped in, and I haven't looked back. I'm a fan. But then, lo and behold, I said, please, Shang Hi Los, release an album. I beg of you. I prayed to the rock and roll power pop gods, and then my prayers were answered, because just last year in 2023, their first full-length album came out, the Shang Hi Los, Aces, Eights, and Heartbreaks. And there it is right there, folks. Isn't that a cool cover? I absolutely love it, adore it. And there's the back. There's all the track listing. Folks, I cannot tell you how good, how great this album is. Get it, based on my recommendation. I'm telling you, folks, because as much as I loved the last EP of 5 songs on Kick It Like a Wicked Bad Habit, I love it. Their first full-length album, Aces, Eights, and Heartbreaks, is just as good, if not a little better even. I love both of these. So, folks, they're on Rumbar Records, Rumbar Records. I'll put the link to something below, either their Facebook or Bandcamp or something. There'll be something below for you to check it out. But I've been meaning to do this, folks, because I have been in love with this album. I play it nonstop, constantly listening to this album. It is absolutely fantastic. If you love a little taste of punk rock in your rock and roll, a little bit of power pop in your rock and roll, a little bit of new wave sprinkled in your rock and roll. If you like a little bit, like a song or so on here that's got a little bit of that Western flavor to it, rock and roll, you are going to love the Shang Hi Los first full-length album, Aces, Eights, and Heartbreaks. Folks, that's it. I'm doing some quick hit videos today to get some word out there about some great new music I have and CDs I've bought recently, and this is one of them right here. And also, I recommend picking up the last EP before the full-length album, Kick It Like a Wicked Bad Habit, because the song Sway a Little Player on here is what drew me in, pulled me in, and has never let go of me. Folks, check out the Shang Hi Los. I'm going to check them out as soon as possible because they're only a few miles from me here. So, Shang Hi Los, Matthew Street's here. I'm coming. I'm right down the street. I'll be there soon to see you live, I hope. Love you all. Love the Shang Hi Los. Bye-bye.